Hello there, welcome. I am Dali, the host of the Dalitalks show, where I share my knowledge and valuable information in hopes to inspire you to reach your goals, overcome challenges, and so that you know that you're not alone. My guest today is Yanil Maldonado. She's the founder of an amazing business called PopUpShopLatino, a platform that aims to connect small businesses, entrepreneurs, artists, makers, creatives, while providing them with resources and opportunities to grow and to showcase their brands. So let's get started. Welcome, Yanil. Thank you so much for being on the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
excited.
So can you tell your audience a little bit about who you are and what you do?
So my name is Yanil Maldonado. I am the founder of CDR Events and creator of Pop-Up Shop Latino. CDR Events, it's an event planning firm based of New York City, and Pop-Up Shop Latino, it's a platform that serves to connect small business owner, creative, entrepreneur, makers with a space where they're able to showcase their brand, services, you name it.
Awesome. Yeah. So what inspired you to create this space for business owners?
So I have to say, well, it all started with my event planning business and also being able to connect with the community. Growing up, I used to be part of my community programs, which really has helped me a lot when it became to growing and being part of a leadership and just being more empowered with my community. So I was part of the program for several years, and that stood with me, and it has helped me create not only with my event planning business, but also with the pop-up. Being an entrepreneur has not been easy for me because I had to learn a lot of things on my own. I had to do research on my own. And that was the way that I was able to educate myself and kind of like get my business started. So that really inspired me to create, for example, the pop-up. I wanted to be able to have a platform that can be accessible for small business owner and entrepreneur, where they're able to showcase their brand and their services. There are a lot of places that don't give you that opportunity, and just wanted to create something where we can all come together and share and, be able to get our products and brand out there.
Yeah, I think that you have done an amazing job doing that. And like I was saying, I'm amazed with how many people you feature. It is really wonderful. Did you just start this when quarantine started, or how long has this been going on for?
So we've been doing the pop-ups for about a year. We were hosting the pop-ups outdoor and indoor.
Mm-hmm.
However, when COVID hit, we actually were scheduled to host our pop-up of the year, and we had to postpone and cancel a few of events. So me as a creative and always trying to help my community and come up with an idea, I decided to host them virtually, where we, give the space of our IG Live, where they're able to showcase and still do a virtual pop-up and show their products and talk about their services, pretty much like an interview where they're able to connect with the viewers and followers. And I was like, I think this should work. And guess what? It did. We are now hosting our third one for August. So I'm very excited for that. I have to say, with this whole pandemic, it's been very unfortunate with all the losses that we had. But we were able to maintain positive and determined and still work on our businesses and goals. And this is one of the things that really pushed me especially. I don't like to be doing live or be on a screen, and it really pushed me out of my comfort zone. I was able to host over 15 vendors, 15, 30 vendors through IG Live, and it's been amazing. Now I'm more comfortable. Look, we are here now having this conversation, and I have to say that was one of the good things that did happen during COVID right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think that your space has created not just, a space for business owners to display or feature their product or service, but I think that in a way it has become a tool for education for others, even others within the Latinx community, because what I love about it is that all of the vendors are from different countries. It's not like where you go to a certain event and most people are from a predominantly like from one area, So have you learned anything culturally, about any of the vendors throughout this whole process?
Yes. So something I do, I try to talk to a lot of them, so like that I know where they come from, and trying to connect with the different roots and culture. We are very diverse, I have to say.
Yeah,
we come from everywhere. So I have learned from Peru. One of the girls that's a vendor, she actually was adopted, and her adopted parents are white. However, her roots are from Peru. So she was able to kind of like bring me back to the culture of Peru and the Machu Picchu, and all these things that they do, all the maps and the indigenous background. So that was beautiful for me to learn about it. Also Mexico. Mexico is one of my favorite places. I visited Mexico. Some of the ladies are from Mexico. And I was able to learn so much from the backgrounds and their culture. So it's been very educational, cultural wise, which is beautiful. It has been able to connect us back from where we started, where we began, where we came from. Ojalá Thread, for example, she has a beautiful shop, and it talks about the Tainos and el folklore and the colors and the water and the sun. So everything is so connected. It was beautiful. It's been an amazing journey for me to create the pop-up, because we have been able to educate ourselves culturally wise, and also with other things, education like you. We have teachers that are part of the pop-ups, and they have, their side hustle. But at the end of the day, they have a job where they still able to educate us and provide some of their teaching through the platform of a program that they might be providing.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that too. And I noticed that a lot of them bring their culture or their roots into their product or service. And
yes,
I love that, because I feel like people are not getting some blank product where it can just fit everybody. Like, it just gives it a little bit of spice. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit fun.
Yes.
And you can see the pride that they take into that product or service. It's
yes.
Really cool. Another thing that I noticed is that a lot of them are like you and I, who have our full-time jobs and still have or make time for this job that we want to eventually create and hopefully make it be our full-time job, right? So I think for purposes of letting other people know more about us, that shows that Latinos are hustlers. We're very hardworking and very creative, very entrepreneurial. And as a matter of fact, I was telling my friends the other day, when I went back to Nicaragua, I came to the U.S. at the age of 7. I went when I was 37 for the first time since I left. And I was amazed that the entire country has nothing but entrepreneurs. Everybody from La Casa, from home, they're trying to sell something or
something. Even los niños.
yes, yeah. And there's no shame because that's just like, hey,
No.
that's what, there's no shame in hard work, whether it's offering to cut somebody's lawn or offering to tutor somebody or offering to, I don't know, build something. And I see that here in this community with Pop-Up. Of course, it's different because we're in the United States, but it's beautiful to see that everybody, regardless of what background or what educational level, has something to offer.
Yes, indeed. That is completely true. I mean, like you said, I work full time, 9 to 5, every single day, pretty much, except the weekends. And, I have been able to balance my side business, make sure and I'm a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Once my kids are sleeping, then I'm able to focus on my job, and I dedicate a few hours to it. And even, on the weekends when I do my events, whether it's a pop-up or social event, we have been able to balance and manage. I mean, it's not easy, but, when you are committed on doing a work and crushing your goals, you do what you have to do.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure that your kids, you said you have daughters, right?
Yes, I have two.
How old are they?
So they just turned 13 and 11.
Okay, yeah, I have a 12 and soon to be 14 next week. So one of the things I've noticed in my home is that they observe, and one of them at least is very interested in helping and being part of that. Do you find that it has
Yes, they both want to help. Let's say I have an event for a social party or something. They want to help me with the setup and the decoration and packing and doing everything. And when doing the pop-ups, they still want to come and help and shop.
and shop?
Yes. But it's good that they see us, because we pretty much mirror. We are mirror. So they catch up from that and pick up from that.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to help. They always want to do the same thing, and it's amazing. I love how they always want to be involved with what we're doing. And we have to let them.
I agree. And I think that in a way, they lose fear through watching you, fear of going out and doing what they want to do. So tell me a little bit about the event planning part, because we have Pop-Up Shop Latino, which people can DM you on Instagram, right? What's your handle again?
So everyone can find me at PopUpShopLatino. That's on Instagram or Facebook, or you can send me an email, popupshoplatino@gmail.com. And then for the event planning business, I do travel, but right now I can't do it. But we pretty much specialize on designing, decorating someone's special day, whether it's a wedding, a birthday party, baby shower, celebration. You pretty much name it. It all depends what the client might need and want. But we pretty much do everything from start to finish.
Wow. So weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, retirements, I don't know.
Everything.
Okay.
Anything.
And what area are you in? Or what areas are you when you
so I do New York, all 5 boroughs in New York City. We have done Mexico, we have done Miami, and Tampa, Florida.
Wow,
yeah.
You really travel. I thought you meant within your county or borough.
Yeah. We also travel within tri-state area. Mm-hmm. But if they need like a destination event, of course, that's something that we can also provide.
That's awesome. Wow. And do you have any upcoming events that you want people to know about?
Yes, so right now we are hosting we're gonna start preparing for the August pop-up. It will be happening via IG, Pop-Up Shop Latino. So make sure you guys tune in. Along with the pop-up, we also try to always provide like supportive workshop and events where it might be for women or family. So we are in the making of putting together some wellness event that can support everyone. So please stay tuned, check the page because it's just not only a pop-up. We provide pretty much everything that can support your family, friends, colleagues, everyone.
Awesome. That sounds great. Like a really good resource in that
Yes.
people need right now, because while we're
We
still
need to empower one another. We need to continue the inspiration and keep going. And, mainly make sure that you set goals, things that you want to accomplish. Keep working on them. Do not give up. Um, you know Give yourself time. I was having a conversation last night with a group of ladies, and one of them was feeling overwhelmed because she wanted to launch a product, but she wasn't ready. But something told her, take your time, and you don't have to always rush. Yes, this is the good time for you to work on your business. However, if you feel that you're not ready, take your time. You don't have to put all the content out, but do some research. Still work on your product, but you don't have to rush.
yeah, definitely. And it's better to take your time and do it right instead of doing it really rushed, and then you regret all the time that you spend doing it. I know that from experience.
Yes, completely.
Well, Yanil, thank you so much for coming on to the Dalitalks show. I'll definitely make sure that people know how to contact you. And if you have any updates or new events, please make sure to let me know so we can get the word out.
Will do. Same to you. My platform is open for you and yours. So I'm here for you as well to support you. Thank you again for inviting me to your show.
You're welcome. Well, there you have it. Another amazing guest has shared their story with us. Yanil, the founder and creator of Pop-Up Shop Latino and CDR Events, who is also a mom of two and has a full-time job, has shared with us her journey in creating these businesses to be able to help others connect and also to learn from each other about their cultural roots. It's wonderful to see that she has been able to connect Latina business owners from different countries in Latin America, and they show the pride and elements of their backgrounds in their services and products. I think that it is a learning tool for those who are not Latinos to see that Latinas have a big stake in this American economy, that they are hardworking and add a splash of color and love and fun into American culture. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. I also invite you to come on to Dalitalks.com and subscribe to my newsletter so that you can get insights and notifications about upcoming guests and other events. One of the biggest compliments that you can gift me is sharing your thoughts about this show or any of the other services or products that Dalitalks offers. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next Wednesday.